come with an XLP. I tell you something, it sound good to me. This is going out to the Brixton posse, right? This is going out to the Dudley posse. This is going out to the Labrook Grove posse. This is going out to the Hawaiian posse. This is going out to the Ayop posse. This is going out to the Plymouth posse. Oh, this is going out to the Scottish posse. Okay. This is going out to the Dublin posse. Your man. This is going out. Everybody posse. Line up, line up. Everybody line up. Check out this here rhythm. It's tough to see.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Lenny Henry. I thought I'd tell you some jokes.
Together like this, everybody, yeah, come on.
I feel like busting loose some bad jokes. I feel like busting loose some bad. Listen, a man was in a hospital bed. Oh, good God. The doctor said, I've got some good news and some bad news. The man said, what's the bad news? And the doc said, we've had to amputate both your legs. He said, ooh, good God. What's the good news? And the doc said, the man in the next bed wants to buy you slippers. Sing it. I said bad jokes. I said bad jokes. I said bad jokes. I'm talking about bad jokes. A man walked into a bar. He had a talking dog. He said, this is Butch, the talking dog. And he could do anything that you want. The barman said, oh yeah. And he gave Butch £5. And he said, bring me back a paper and don't forget the change. And Butch said, all right. Cause he was a talking dog and he went out the door. 6 hours later, Butch still hadn't come back, so they sent a search party. They sent out a search party. They went looking over here. They went looking over there. They looked down the alleyway. Butch was down there with a lady dog, and they were getting it on. Butch was getting it on. They were getting it on. Butch was getting it on. The guy said, Butch, you've never done this before. Butch said, ha. I never had the money before. I said bad jokes. Said bad jokes. Said bad jokes. Said bad jokes. Break it down.
There comes a time in a comedian set when he has to cut out the one-liners and get straight to the shaggy dog stories. Just like this one, this one. A man walked into a barber shop. He said, I want you to cut my hair just like Michael Jackson. Yep. Then he fell asleep in the chair. Hair, 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 hair. When he woke up, he was completely bald. He said, Baba, Baba. Michael Jackson doesn't look like this. And the barber said, he would if he came here.
Last time, sing it. I said bad jokes. Said bad jokes. Said bad jokes. I'm talking about bad jokes. Yeah. Black people do that. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Go on, Lenny. Hoo, hoo, hoo. You see them on the street, they say hello to each other. Hoo, hoo, hoo. There's a little one in the back going, I'm gonna talk to some people. Hello, babe. All the wax shot out your ears and killed your friend then. Hello to everybody in the shitty seats. Next time, buy better tickets. Why can't we see him? Who's that black geezer in the yellow jacket? What's going on? Wow, look at these. Nightmare on Elm Street, the hairstyle. Freddy's back, and this time he's got scissors and cutting gel. Welcome to it. Yeah, all right. Nice to see a black man come out and check out a decent show for your change. Enough black people in the house tonight. Them just a style up the area. All right, though. You have on your cardigan and you're just... I tell you what, me I go put on my jumper tonight because Lenny did it. And look at flat up your head subtle. You lie, I bet that's extensions and thing. It just. Why should me grow me hair if I can just sew it on? You never hear a weave on, it's all time same thing that. I do gigs sometimes and I'm the only black guy in the place, you know. Me and another black guy at the bar going, you all right, Lenny? Easy, me brethren. Oh no, kids, there go the shagging jokes. Hi, guys. My man's just, my head just slicked back to death. Head's just, I'm gonna see Lenny Emery tonight. Slick! Mum, more gel, what up? Well, thanks for coming out. Thanks for coming out to see the show. It's nice to be here. It's great working in a real theatre, you know. Because I used to work in the clubs where they throw fruit at you, you know, still in the cans. You're... And they have those fascist bouncers, you know, the ones who, oi, piss off. Oh, sorry, Len, I thought it was a black geezer. Go on, you're all right. Can't be too careful. Can't let anyone in. No, no, me, Len. Oi, son. Fuck yeah. That's the wife. I've been traveling, man. I've been traveling all around the world for my job, you know, and bits and pieces. It's great. I'm just an international Negro now. They see me coming at Heathrow Airport, they go, oh no, international Negro, there you go. And I'm just... I went to Disney World recently. Stayed at the Disney World Hotel, which is a bizarre place. They don't send maids up to clean your room. These brooms come in on their own going... dum 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 dum. A little guy with a pointy hat and big ears comes in and says, come on, you assholes, we've got 2 more floors to go. Sorry, sir. They do this weird thing at the Disney World Hotel where you can have breakfast with all the Disney characters, which is great if you're a little kid, but it's not the thing you want to see really if you're an adult with a hangover. A 6-foot duck. It isn't. The hippies are having acid flashbacks. You do, oh, it's a duck! It's a duck, I tell you, it's a duck! Everything has a song at Disney World. We went to see Shamu, the killer whale. We sat down, this song came on. You're gonna see Shamu. He's a killer whale. He's gonna swim round and jump, cause he's a killer whale. He's gonna splash lots of water. He's a killer whale. And his name is Shamu. He's a killer whale, yeah. If you get mugged in Disney World, the mugger says, hi, I'm a mugger. I'm gonna mug you. Give me all your cash or I'll slash you, yeah. So I went to LA. Why do they abbreviate it like that? With initials, you know. I mean, we don't call Tunbridge Wells TW or Birmingham Buh. Where you going? I'm going to Buh. Anyway, I was in LA in my HR, my hotel room, watching MTV, music television, which is rock and roll videos all day. Trouble is they play heavy metal videos all day. And that's so annoying. What, heavy metal fan? I suppose you can see me through the nits. And I'm sorry, I don't like heavy metal at all, I'm sorry. And they've all got these stupid names like Bon Jovi, you know, it sounds like a lip solve. And they all stand with their legs 18 feet apart, you know. Looks like they're having a competition to see who can get their balls nearest the ground, you know. At the end of the gig, okay, I win. Somebody help me up. I like traveling around. I like being an international Negro. It's great. You see black people all over the world. It's good, you see. Black people just adapt wherever they go, you know? They pick up the accent and everything. I went to Montreal, all the black guys spoke French. Freaked me out. Excuse me, can you show me the way to the toilet, please? Je ne comprends pas. Well, he said, you are English. Give me thank you, badass motherfucker. You go to Glasgow, there's black Glaswegians there. I want to be with an American black when he goes to Glasgow and meet a black Glaswegian because the language barrier is immense. American black dude walking down the street, hey, there's a brother over there. My man, how you doing? He turns around, are you talking to me, pal? I spent you the government. Guy's going, huh? Huh? While I was on this tour, I went to Dublin for a week. I love it in Ireland, it's great. It's like a cold Jamaica island, it is. They're like white black people in Ireland, they really are, because nothing is a fuss. Nothing is a hassle. You look up urgent in the Irish dictionary, it says, what's the hurry? There's time for 4 more points yet. You look up immediately, it says, see urgent. And by the way, mine's a Guinness. But Irish people, the reason I think there's some kind of empathy there is because they went through the same bullshit as black people went through in the 50s, you know? They came to England, they got all the shitty jobs, they were oppressed, they had stupid jokes told about them, they couldn't get accommodation, you know? They saw the same as we did. No blacks, no Irish, no dogs. So if you're a black Irish wolfhound, you had no chance, you know what I mean? All the strikes are against you. They love to party in Dublin. Dublin is a party place. I was walking down the street at 4 o'clock in the morning and I saw this little guy fly out of a doorway horizontally, still with a drink in his hand. He was saying, Jesus, I was going anyway. Thing that annoyed me about Ireland, the only thing was that the only reason I'm famous in Ireland is because of the ILPS advert. That pissed me off no end. Famous for bloody muesli. All these people follow me down the street. Lenny, Lenny, Lenny. Hey, Lenny, give us a bowl of Alpen, you tight get. My name is Delbert Wilkins, I come from Brixton. I said, how you doing, all right? Yeah, I come from Brixton. For those of you who don't know where that is, it's in South London. Used to be in West London, but the residents objected. How you doing, man? What's going on down there? You got your jumper on, you got your tracksuit bottoms. You can't go out like that, man. Black people are dressed up specially to come out and see this show, guy. A little white guy there with his trainers on. You can't wear trainers. And they always wear them dirty trainers, you know what I mean? Black people wear new trainers, man. Fresh out the box, you know what I mean? That's what they've got to be, right? Your older eaters have given up, man. Your older eaters walked out of them trainers and said, nah, man. I'm not gonna deal with that smell and it's my job, you know what I mean? I got a new car. Pisses the police off no end, man. 1963 Ford Zodiac, you know what I mean? The car is ready. The car is totally kosher, you know what I mean? We're talking four-sprung door, fat me, look at the chrome on that. That's how wicked my car is, you know what I mean? I used to be well radical, well militant, you know what I mean? But I had to settle down, right? Because my girlfriend Claudette had a baby. And it was really sudden when it came, right? We were lying in bed one night. She said, Delbert, I think the baby's coming earlier. I said, are you sure this kid's mine? I've never been on time for anything in my life, you know what I mean? Anyway, we jumped in the car, right, because it was an emergency. I put all my lights on. 6 halogen spotlights, headlights full beam, extra brake lights, the works. We're going past houses, people are getting up for work, they think dawn's broken, you know what I mean? That's how bright my lights were, guy. Claudette was looking a bit worried, a bit imminent, you know, so I thought, well, I'll put a bit of music on, you know, calm her down. But I thought, hang on, this is an important choice, you know what I mean? It could be the first tune the kid ever hears, right?
So I put on a bit of Public Enemy. I thought you might as well start the way you mean to go on, right? Bass, how loud can you go? So I'm driving along, right? At miles an hour. I look in the rearview mirror. I see the familiar blue and white flashing light of the Austin aggravation. So I pull in because I want to talk to him. It was a policeman, of course. I sussed that out because when he got out, right, he had one of those bright, luminous green flak jackets with police stenciled on the front and the back. I thought, aye, working undercover tonight, are we? He said, do you realise how fast you're going? I said, you tell me, you're the one trying to keep up. He said, are you the driver of this vehicle? I said, well, it's automatic, but I have to be here. He said, can you identify yourself? I looked in the mirror, I said, that's me. Jokes were just tripping off my tongue, guy, you know what I mean? Jokes were like Greg Louganis high diving off my tongue, you know what I mean? Jokes were just like kind of screaming off my tongue, you know what I mean? I said to him, listen, guy, the police are very critical, aren't they? I mean, they never tell you when you're doing anything right, did they? I mean, wouldn't it be nice, right? Wouldn't it be nice if one day we were just driving along, all of a sudden a policeman flagged you down and said, listen, man, the way he took that corner was well hard, you know what I mean? Give you a little badge or something. Little hat with careful driver on it. Some blancmange or something. Instead of just hassle people all the time. Anyway, by now Claudette's sweating, you know what I mean? Because we're getting really near. He looked in, he said, is she having a baby? I said, yeah, but if you keep us hanging around any longer, it'll be out looking for work, you know what I mean? So the Babylon was feeling generous. He waved us down the street, right? So I'm bobbing down the street to the hospital. Suddenly the same policeman flagged us down again. I said, what now? He said, listen, man, the way he took that corner was well hard, you know what I mean? I said, not now, guy. It's an emergency. So we got to the hospital, right? They whisked Claudette in. I had a baby boy. Well, she had a baby boy. They put him straight in an incubator, right? It was the only spare one around. The others had junior doctors in them suffering from exhaustion. And I was well happy, you know? I was well happy with the boy and everything, but I thought, well, what kind of world am I bringing my child into, you know what I mean? I mean, there's pollution all over the place. There's a huge hole in the ozone layer. There's so much shit in the atmosphere. Jet pilots having to stop every 2 miles to clean the windscreen, you know what I mean? I mean, pretty soon there isn't going to be any oxygen left, you know what I mean? Dealers are going to be selling oxygen on the street for £20 a hit. Kids are going to be coming home all bright-eyed and healthy. The parents are going to say, you've been out breathing again, haven't ya? I don't know, some people used to put their kid's name down for a public school. I'm going to put mine down for another planet. I'll check you later.
But I just have a little hankering now, you know. Want to go to Jamaica soon. Because everything in Jamaica is just easy, you know. Everything in Jamaica is just hot, slow, and nice. Everybody in Jamaica is just settled, you know. A police siren in Jamaica goes, da, da.
If there's a serious road accident in Jamaica, the ambulance arrives at the funeral. The guy comes in, but stop, you mean to say I'm dead? And I rush my dinner for this. Gotta suck your teeth. If you're in Jamaica, you must suck your teeth. If something pisses you off, doesn't matter how small or how big, you know, stub it on the bed.
Blow the bed.
Hurricane Gilbert blows your house away with your wife and family.
I'm gonna miss them kids.
Suck your teeth. I was always jealous of Jamaican boys when I was a little kid, 8, 9 years old, because when the Jamaican boys joined the school, they always seemed to be much tougher than us who were born in England. They really did, you know. Something about Jamaican life hardened them up, you know. They could open bottles of beer with their teeth. You want some? I've been spitting out blood and teeth saying, can you open mine as well? He said, "Yo, man, this is yam and dumpling teeth, not fish and chips teeth." This is sweet potato and okra teeth. Jamaican boys, I don't know what it is, but they're much more physically mature than English-born black boys. They were! We'd be in the playground, 8, 9 years old, giggling, drinking milk. The Jamaican boys in the corner chatting up the biology teacher. "You want a drink?" "So, Mrs. Brown, tell me some more about the esophagus. How much can you get down there without choking?" There's a kid over there explaining it to his mother. And last time I was in Jamaica, I went to see my auntie Nina. Went right up to St. Anne's, and my cousin took me to the back garden. He said, "I want to show you something." We got out there was the biggest ganja tree I have ever seen in my house. You know, like when your friend says, "Hey, look, come into the cellar, quick. Look, this is a year, right? They're 7 inches tall. This is wonderful. This is prime gunji." This was a ganja bloody tree. There were low-flying aircraft trapped in the branches at the top. He said, "You like me like an herb plant?" I said, "It's fucking enormous." He said, "Yo, man, if I take me time, it'll last me till the weekend." Easy. Went to Africa last year. I love standing at Nigerian Airlines check-in desk because some Nigerian guys try and carry as much hand luggage on the plane as they possibly can. I was standing behind this guy and he had a big screen TV, an oak dining table, a fridge freezer, and he was arguing with the woman. "Of course it'll fit under the seat." Nigerian airplanes are the only ones with roof racks. You know what I mean? They just about take off. While I was there, I was in Ethiopia for comic relief, and I met these people, and they were really polite people from Wallow. And they were a very polite tribe, you know. They meet each other in the streets, and they talk about all the things that are important to you in your life, you know, your welfare and everything, you know. "How are you?" "I am fine." "And your wife and family?" "They are fine." "Your house?" "It is fine." "Your crops?" "They are fine." "Your goat?" "That is fine too." And that's it, because that's all they've got. I think they should come here and we should converse with them like that, because it would make us realize how well off we are, how lucky we are. It would. "How are you?" "I'm fine." "And your BMW?" "That's fine." "Your wife's Renault?" "That's fine too." "Your 2 heated towel rails?" "Fine." "Your Gaggia cappuccino maker?" "That's fine." Next day he's walking around saying, "I hope I don't run into that rich bastard from Islington. I'll be here all day." And while I was out there, I met this other guy who was from a tribe called the Bruja tribe. And this tribe have got many traditions, but this is the best one. On the wedding night, before the bridegroom can consummate the marriage, he has to present to the bride his most treasured gift. Close. Which by tradition must be the balls of his most hated enemy. And this presents a problem. The tea's made to be a lot easier. What happens if your most hated enemy is 7 feet tall and wrestles bison for a living? What are you going to do? Wait around for him to trap his ghoulies in the car door? You could be there for months. You could always go out into the street and pick on somebody smaller than you. "Give me those, shorty." You could always ask your best friend, "Neil?" "Known you for a long time, haven't I, Neil?" "Yeah." "I've done favours for you, you done favours for me." "Yeah." "Well, I'm getting married tomorrow." "Yeah, I know that. Get to the point." Neil, I want to borrow your conkers for the night. All I got to do is show them to the missus. You can have them back straight away, down the hospital, stitch, wallop, you got a trouser full again. What do you say? Neil agrees. So the next night, the honeymoon night, you walk into the bridal suite. You say, my darling. You're back in Africa now, so you change the accent. My darling, I have for you a tribute to your purity. The testicles of my most hated enemy. You hand them to her on a silken cushion. She takes them and weighs them like this and says, you bloody liar, these are Neil's. I come from Dudley in the West Midlands. The Dudley posse here. Can I have a lift? It's called the Black Country. I think it's called that because so many West Indian people settled there in the 50s. They saw the sign when they came in on the bus, welcome to the Black Country, and said, but stop, the Queen has put aside some land for me already. Unpack the dominoes. Because Dudley's so close to Birmingham, people are always getting the accents mixed up, especially Cockneys. It's all the same, innit? Dudley Birmingham, it's all the bleeding same, innit? You all talk the same in chat. Dudley Birmingham, Wolverhampton, Stourbridge, you all talk the bleeding same in chat. It's all the same, innit? But we don't all talk the bloody same, actually. There's a distinct difference. For instance, in Birmingham, they say, all right, I'm going. In Dudley, they say, can I come too? See, different. People react to blackness in different ways. I had a friend called Dave who was a white guy. I went to college with him. And he really wanted to be black. With his whole heart. Dave wanted to be black. All his friends were black. He had a black girlfriend. He knew all the words of the Bob Marley records. We're talking commitment here. We were so different. I'd go around to his house. Dave, you coming out for a game of football? He'd say, well then. My woman just put on a pot of chicken and some rice. I feel like I just want to rest tonight, you know. Easy, Lenny. I'd say, all right, dude. I had a lot of white friends. I didn't mind, they could hang out with me. They'd be out stealing hubcaps otherwise, you know what they're like. Give them a break, I say. And they were into different music to me. You know, James Taylor, Cat Stevens, Dylan, hey, stoned. My house, we listen to reggae music all day. Get up in the morning, slaving for bread, sir, so that every mouth can be fed. Oh, here's a red light. Reggae music. Used to kill me singing that every morning. For years, I thought he was singing, my ears are alight. My ears are alight. Reggae music, the bass, the rhythm. I'll be around my friend's house listening to Donovan or something, thinking, this needs some more bass. They call it mellow yellow. Ba-do-do-do-do. Ba-do-do-do-do. I'm just mad about murder style Donovan is what you want to bow. I used to love going out with my friends, you know. I'd rush upstairs to get ready, put on my weird 70s clothes. That's some weird clothes in the 70s. Huge baggy trousers. Huger and baggier than these. Waistband up here. Little eye holes cut in the waistband so I can see where I'm going. Stupid stripy tank top. Platforms. I'm 6'4". Why the hell was I wearing platforms? They're being used in the North Sea as oil rigs now. I'd walk in the living room feeling like $1 million and looking like a complete dickhead. My mum used to look at me, Len, where you going? I'm going to the discotheque. Discotheque off them ugly clothes and go to your bed. No! So I'd wait till she went to bed. Then I'd sneak out to a pub that served you whatever age you were, didn't matter. I'd get up to the bar. I wouldn't know what to order. All the adults would be there ordering drinks, you know, mild and bitter, gin and orange, lager top. First drink I ever ordered was a gin and bitter orange top. And bottom, please. Tasted horrible. Even with the lime. Then I'll get it, you know, and getting served with alcohol when you're underage is like getting the Victoria Cross, you know. I got saved. Get to my table. And I'm really glad my mum never caught me drinking, you know. I'm glad the police never arrested me and took me down to the police station because my mum would have had to come and get me out and that would have been a fate worse than death. She'd walk in. Where is the criminal? You bring shame and tribulation down on my family? You mean to say you is a alcoholic now? You with the 3 stripes, let me a trunch and you mustn't do it again. Come here. I used to go clubbing all the time. Stand on the edge of the dance floor. Not quite dancing, not quite standing still either, you know. It would get to be near midnight, and I think, well, I might be in with a chance of a kiss here, you know. With tongues. So I'd rush to the toilet and check my breath. Remember how I used to do that? Then you realise your breath was okay, but your hands stank, you know. Back in the dance, I've seen the girl I want to dance with. I've been watching her all night. I've been giving her my cool looks, you know. I get all my courage together. I'm going to walk across the dance floor, ask her to dance. The broken glass cuts into the soles of my Dr. Martens. The air gushes out. By the time I get to her, I'm a foot shorter. I feel like a munchkin. She says, what do you want? I say, follow the yellow brick road. Onto the dance floor we must go, follow the yellow brick road. Everybody's dancing by now. And people don't dance properly, do they? Previous generations came up with brilliant dances like the waltz, the paso doble, whatever that is, the foxtrot, same as the waltz. What does our generation come up with? What brilliant piece of choreography are we going to leave for posterity? I'll tell you what, the walk around slowly holding on to someone till the music stops dance. It's pathetic. So we get in the center of the dance floor, right? We start the walk around slowly dance. I'm Not in Love by 10cc comes on. Think about I'm Not in Love. Nobody knew what the second line was, so we're all singing along. I'm not in love. So do me. So day in the morning, you mean to me. The record finishes. She walks away. I, however, cannot walk away. Something has happened in the trouser area. I could pole vault back to my seat. I could think about Andrew Lloyd Webber, wait till it dies down. I could wait till it gets big enough so I could pretend it's somebody else I'm dancing with. Some hope. Because I was the only black guy in the gang, there used to be prejudice going around. I'd go up and ask a white girl to dance, she'd say, no. I'd say, why don't you want to dance with me? Is it because I'm black? No, it's because you're an ugly bastard. I did go out with some white girls. Trouble is, they never wanted me to meet their parents. I knew this is true because they always told me their parents were dead. I said, that's funny, your parents are dead as well. Must be an epidemic. That's the 8th one in a row. Then we'd be downtown on a Saturday, we'd see our mum and dad come out of a shop and she'd go, they got better. I went out with this one girl called Diane, she was nice, white girl. She took me back to meet her parents. All the way there, she kept reassuring me, look, don't worry, I've told my dad you're black, and he said he doesn't mind, in fact, he can't wait to meet you. But I knew he wasn't too keen. Little hints were left lying around, like the barbed wire on the front gate. There was no light on the porch, just a burning cross on the front lawn. We walked up the front path, a searchlight hit us, a voice came over a megaphone, Diane, run towards the house and don't look back. You, the black guy, stay where you are.
Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. Side 2. 2. 2. The second part of your program. Tough rhythm, tough beat. Fresh out the box. Fresh out the box. Horns, hit me.
What other jokes are there?
Tough rhythm, tough beat. Fresh out the box.
Tell us some things about men and women now. Women have to put up with a lot from men, and I'll tell you why. Guys make weird noises in the night. I know this because I've heard a tape. Strange noises. We have to make these noises to keep the dinosaurs away from the cave. Don't you understand? When we were cavemen, we made those noises to stop the dinosaurs coming into the cave and killing us. Dinosaurs outside saying, Jesus, I'm not going in there. Sounds like there's a bunch of them. Hurry up, let's get extinct. And I don't like the way guys have been saddled with this whole bravery shtick. You know, because of the media pumping out all these images of Indiana Jones, Kung Fu, James Bond, Rambo. We're supposed to be brave. That's why women wake you up in the middle of the night and say things like, go downstairs and see if that noise is a swamp thing with a chainsaw. And bring back some milk. Women have a way of asking you something that means the exact opposite. They come into the room. Oh, so you're going to wear that shirt, are you? So yeah, I'm gonna wear the shirt. It's a good shirt. She means burn the shirt. She hates the shirt. Get rid of the frigging shirt. And guys, we're really bad at arguing, you know. Women are the best at arguing. Because we just get involved in, well, get lost then. I don't care. Get lost. We're dead. Finished before the argument has begun. Women just jab, jab, and we're gone. You know why women are so good at arguing? Because when we were little kids, guys were outside playing marbles, riding their bikes. Girls were indoors watching Perry Mason and Crown Court and taking notes. Practicing cross-examination. That's why when we get in an argument and we say things like, well, get lost then. No, piss off. Women say things like, I think I should draw your attention back to a statement you made in 1967. I have my files. But then you have to deal with the long silences. I hate the long silences. Women are so good at them. There must be an Olympic medal or something because women just win all of them. Women could just... This goes on till midnight. But you're not gonna say anything. So you're getting ready for bed. You're not even looking at her. You've decided tonight you're gonna wear your pajamas. You wanna prove to her that you don't need anything from her, not sex, not anything. It's ages since you worn your pajamas, you put them on backwards. There's a big gaping hole in the back. You hobble into bed trying to pretend like you meant to do it, you know. You climb into bed, you're trying to put as much space between you and her as possible. You're balancing on this much mattress. It takes Russian gymnasts years to attain that standard of balance. You're lying there. Well, she's gonna crack first. She needs me. She'll break down, she'll start to cry, she'll give me a big cuddle and I'll have won. She doesn't even touch you, she's bloody falling asleep. So you think, I know. I'll pretend to be asleep, but I'll make some noises. Wake her up. Well, she's still asleep and now she's got a smile on her face. Who's she dreaming about? So you think, I know. I'll lie really, 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 really still and pretend to be dead. Then she'll wake up, she'll panic, she'll shake me, she'll realize I'm alive and she'll give me a big hug and I'll have won. So you're lying there, motionless. Cramp sets in. She's got all the duvet, but you're not gonna take it back because you want to prove to her that you can survive without her warmth. Okay, frostbite set in. The breeze is whistling through the hole in the back of the pajamas. Feels like you've been lying like this for hours. You look at the clock, it's been 10 minutes. You think, bugger it, you go downstairs, you lie on the sofa. Your neck's like this. Breeze is still whistling a tune. You're going through the argument in your head. If only I'd said that, I would have won. Should have said that, I would have won. 8 o'clock in the morning, you're sitting there in the kitchen waiting for her to come in. Your neck's crick. Backside's frozen solid into a block of ice. But it's okay, because you've gone through every piece of the argument and you've come up with the one devastating point that's gonna win the argument for good, and that's it! And you'll have won! She walks in looking refreshed and radiant. You look at her full of dignity and pride. You're just about to slam down the killer line. She says, oh, by the way, you were right last night. And next time you're pretending to be dead, try not to scratch your bollocks every 30 seconds. Cat flaps. Cat flaps. What is the sense in cat flaps? Whose idea was cat flaps? Why should cats have all the flaps? I don't have a man flap. A little spider doesn't have a little spider flap. So how come cats have the monopoly on flaps? I hate the way they come into your house through the cat flap, looking at you, rubbing it in as if to say, ha ha. Where's your flap then? Ha! You are flapless. Take your cat, hand your flap, and bugger off. I do care about animals, especially the ones that get experimented on. Not into that at all. I don't see why I should cut a rabbit open just to find out how compact disc works. You know what I mean? They sent a monkey up into space, for God's sake. What do they expect her to say when it came back? She checks out fine on takeoff. She pulls a bit to the left on re-entry, and we ran out of bananas on the third day. That's all I can think of, really. We make fur coats out of them, for God's sake. I think if you want to wear a fur coat, you should be made to go out into the jungle and fight the animal for it barehanded. You know what I mean? That'd even things up a bit, wouldn't it, eh? Imagine the leopard sitting in the clearing saying, yeah, try and take it off my back now, bitch. I bite your bum off. Simba, darling, the ketchup. But I think when animals die, they go to heaven, animal heaven, because they live hell on earth, don't they? Imagine what animal heaven's like. Divine revenge. Big hedgehogs walking around carrying sledgehammers, smashing Volvos. Let's see your crumple zone deal with that, you bastard. Important animals walking around wearing long, flowing velvet cloaks with bits of the royal family stapled round the bottom. On Sunday nights on Animal TV, a cow will put its hoof right up a vet's bottom. Let's see how you deal with that, Christopher Timothy. Outside, there's a baby seal sitting on a rock. A hunter sneaks up behind it. He's just about to club the seal to death. The seal turns around. He's got a gun. Go ahead, asshole. Make my day. And in the forest, there's a glorious sight. Foxes on horseback chasing after fat businessmen through muddy ditches saying, yeah, tally ho now, you bastard. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jeff Beck, give it up. Good evening to you. My name is Lowdown, Fingerlickin, Dirty Houndog Smith. I'm a blues singer. I've been singing the blues for 60 years. That's a mighty long time. Especially when you want to go to the toilet. I was born with the blues. I was an unlucky child. I was abandoned on a doorstep by my foster parents. I used to live in the deep south, but I did not like it there. Black folks got the blame for everything. Woman lost her purse, black folks got the blame. Somebody robbed the bank, black folks got the blame. I was put in the Alabama State Penitentiary for 20 years. When the Titanic sank, there was a lot of segregation in the South. Mostly white folks trying to segregate my head from my shoulders. And the sheriff in my town said he never hit a black man in anger. It was pure pleasure for him. I traveled all around the United States of America. I used to work on the railroad. I was a piece of track. A guy came up to me yesterday, he said, "What is the blues?" So I nailed his nuts to a tree. I said, "Does that hurt?" He said, "Yes." I said, multiply that pain by a lifetime and you nearly got the blues. That's the last time a policeman asked me a stupid question like that. You know, my whole life is the blues. Let me tell you about it. Woke up one morning, lying face down on the floor. I saw my woman in bed making love to the ugly guy from next door. I said, baby, sweet darling, what are we gonna do? She said, get your skinny ass downstairs, make black coffee for two. He said, make mine decaffeinated. I got the adultery blues. That's when I decided to go to my car, get my shotgun, and shoot that sucker. I got into the elevator, shot 15 floors down. That's when I realized we don't have no elevator. When my ass smashed into the ground, staggered out into the street, cursing my bad luck. Oh, luck. Bent down to pick up a rabbit's foot, got knocked down by a truck. 2 radiators and some wheels parked up my ass, y'all. I got the intensive care blues, so I took him to court. Well, the judge, he said, boy, you can spend some time. Obstructing a motor vehicle is a very serious crime. I said, I put my trust in the jury. 12 true men and good. Then the jury walked in, a dozen guys, white hoods. Wasn't even Halloween. I got the I'm in deep shit blues. Play it. I got sent to jail. I got 5 years in jail for jaywalking, bread and water and all that jazz. But I tunneled out of San Quentin, and the tunnel came out in Alcatraz. That's another jail. So if you feel your woman has done you wrong, and your love has gone colder, the moral to the story is, just make the goddamn coffee when you're told. Make mine with 2 sugars, y'all. That's the coffee blues. Woo, woo, yeah. Woo, woo, yeah. I got the blues. I got the blues. Lord God Almighty, I got the blues. Here's a little song I wrote. Might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry. Be happy. Landlord hacks off both your legs. Doctor says you've got 3 weeks to live. Don't worry. Burglar steals everything in the house, don't worry. It's a happy song. I love that song, it's a great song. Cheerful despite everything. Going to Wembley Stadium to see Michael Jackson last year. I sat right on the side at the back. Paid £20 to see a matchstick go, I'm bad, hip! Could have been anybody up there. Looked like the little guy from Different Strokes, you know. I liked it when he was younger.
Ben, the two of us need look no more. Ooh, we both found what we were looking for. Yep, with to call my own. Ooh, I'll never alone. Yep, and you my woo. See, you've got in me. You've got a.
Cut it there. Michael, can we talk for a second? Michael, the song is about a 9-year-old kid and his pet rat. You keep grabbing your dick. Now, what the hell's going on?
I just thought it'd be something I could do.
Well, don't, all right? There's a lot of kids, mums and dads, grannies and grandpas who really love what you're doing, Michael. Just leave the dick out, all right?
What, leave the dick out?
No, I don't. Just leave it alone. If you play with it, it'll drop off, Michael, all right?
Couldn't I just touch it occasionally?
No!
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Can I ask you something?
Sure, go ahead.
Do you think I'm too dark?
Okay, nobody's wild anymore, because everybody's got a political conscience. The Stones, I suppose, were the last wild boys, Rolling Stones. But now, you know, Mick Jagger's had a little girl, and she got kicked out of college recently for doing marijuana. I mean, what's he going to say to her? What kind of a father's Jagger going to be? What possible advice or guidance can he give to his child? Jade? I'm really disappointed in you, Jade. When I was your age, I've been kicked out of free schools. Now roll me a joint and get upstairs. And turn that bloody music up. I always wanted Beatle hair, for some reason. I used to walk around the house going, za-da-zan, za-da-zan, zan-zan. My mum used to look at me and say, don't even think about it, all right? Because it's not going to happen. Elvis was the king. I used to love Elvis. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Uh-huh. Thank you. Everybody's making comebacks. The Hollies. See the Hollies on top of the pops? The road is long. The whole band looked great, except for the lead singer who looked like he'd just been dug up, you know. Check his dressing room. I bet there's a coffin in there. It's my pleasure. Barry White made a big comeback last year. Well, Barry White just come and just lashed on a tune and gone. What a voice. What a voice. You know, girl. Barry White's voice is so deep, all the animals at the bottom of the ocean know what he's singing about. That's Barry White, that is. Listen to that, he's a bloody genius. Those bloody lyrics, he's wonderful. I think he's brilliant and I'm a fish. How is Barry White this big sex symbol? He's so fat! His belly starts up here and goes, oh. Must be like shagging an ink blotter, you know. The poor woman's underneath going, ah. Barry's going, that means get me a crane, I can't get up. I was on Mandela Day last year. I had to go on at Wembley Stadium in front of 72,000 people with millions of people watching all around the world, basically to celebrate Nelson Mandela's birthday and to stuff it up the apartheid regime. It was brilliant. It was great. Don't worry, I think all the South African people who condone apartheid are going to get paid back when they go to heaven. The pearly gates are going to open and God's going to say, my friends, come in! Come this way, I have a special person who wants to look after you. Archangel Biko, this way!
Evening. My name is Deakus. I come from Jamaica. I had a happy childhood. Then one day my father come up to me, he said, Deakus, because he knew me, you know. Deakus, you finally reached manhood. Your hormones have dropped. It's time for you to take your first real drink. And he handed me this big bottle of brandy. Well, I didn't know any better. I just drink the whole thing straight down. I was 14 when I drank that brandy. When I woke up, I was 21. And I was eligible for the British Army. They call it the Army because if you're not careful, you can come to some serious bloody army. I joined the army in 1939. And then the war started. I wasn't expecting that. Felt like Hitler was waiting for me, you know. Where the hell is Deakus? Ah, there he is. Come on, we can start now. Schnell. They posted me to England. You know, second class, so I was late, you know. Sent me all the way down to Somerset, where the cider apples grow. I got a brand new combine harvester. I like them too, you know. There was a lot of black soldiers down there in Somerset, West Indians and Americans, you know, and a lot of segregation as well. They used to have a pub for the white soldiers called the King and Queen, and a pub for the black soldiers called the pub for the black soldiers. There was a lot of ganja going around, a lot of marijuana. A soldier would wake up in the morning, smoke a bloody big spliff, put his boot carefully onto his head. By the time he's tied his lace, it's time to go back to bed. That's no way to fight a war. No wonder it took 6 years. I think they should have dropped ganja on the Germans during the war. They would have tried to invade the moon. Never mind Paul and Heinrich. What's that big silver thing up there? Get me a ladder. Schnell. But that was a long time ago. I was a young man then. Young man. Young man. I'm a whole man now. I know I'm getting old because all my friends are dying off. Seems to be all the rage. But not with me. I've never been one to follow fashion. I've been thinking a lot about death, you know. Wondering when it's going to come. What it's going to be like. One day I'll be pattering around the house. Suddenly there'll be a knock at the door. I'll open it. Death will be standing there. This big skeleton wrapped in a dark cloak, carrying a scythe. I said, you could have cut the grass on your way up the path. His cold breath hanging on the air, even though it's a warm summer's day. I said, that's a good trick. And by the way, you know, you look like the lead singer from the Hollies. He says, Deakus, it is your time. I said, well, come in first, man. Come in and rest your bones. Rest your bones. Because somebody told me you could laugh in the face of death, you know. Because you could always ask death questions you've always wanted to ask death. Like, is death your first or your last name? Come on, is it Winston Death or what? And then death says, enough. And he holds up a enormous egg timer.
He says, Deakus, the sands of your time have just run out. I said, that was a long 4 minutes. I wouldn't like to eat one of your boiled eggs. He says, Deakus, come with me. I said, because I think death should let you know when he's coming. Death should send you a little postcard like the gas man. Dear sir / madam, death will be coming round to your house Thursday afternoon, 3:30. Then you could be out.
Ladies, the sex apocalypse is about to begin. Theophilus, P. Wildy Beast.
Ladies, do you feel good this evening? Yeah.
Hey, my name is Theophilus P. Wildy Beast, and I'm a soul singer, baby. Yeah. Hey, you know I'm so very sexy. When I make love, the earth doesn't just move, it gets up off his ass and does the boogaloo, y'all. Hey, I believe in safe sex. Before I start, I always check the handbrakes on. I believe in the women's movement. I hate it when they just lie there. Don't do nothing. And I respect ladies too. I never love and leave a lady the next morning. I'm gone by midnight. Hey, but you know something? I'm looking for a new woman. The kind of woman who could scramble an egg with her tongue. The kind of woman who do anything to please me. The kind of woman whose sister will do anything to please me. I'm looking for the kind of woman who'll be a wife in the kitchen, a lady in the dining room, a hooker in the bedroom, and not too long in the bathroom. Is it you? No. Let me try and hypnotize this lady with my codpiece. There's no escaping the codpiece of doom, girl.
Are you the one who's gonna rip my clothes off, knock me down to the ground, smear my body with Marmite, put those spiky golf shoes on, and jump up and down in my buttocks?
Just like this. No. I'm sorry, ladies upstairs, my love won't reach that far. Hey, girl. Just follow my codpiece with your eyes. You can't resist. Oh, you can? No, wait a second. How'd you feel about coming up on stage with me and going crazy? The most outrageous time of your life. Come on, girl. Give her a big round of applause, y'all. Come here. Hurry, hurry. Just come with me, girl. Come into my bedroom, girl. Just take a seat right here. So, where you from, girl?
Earl's Court.
Earl's Court? You sure you ain't got no Jamaican in you? Would you like some? It's a joke, God damn it. I'm sorry, baby. These people are sick. So did you come with anyone?
Yes.
Will you be coming with me tonight? Hit it. What's your name, girl?
Claire.
Claire. Claire, tonight is your night. I'm gonna let you have my body. All of it. Even the long, wobbly, floppy, dangly bits. Girl, I'm gonna take you to the peak of sexual ecstasy. Now we're standing here alone together. I know you're burning with desire for me. I smell your perfume, smell my leather. I'm gonna drown you with sweet ecstasy. Claire, stay in my arms and I'll protect you. Get nice and close. Let's do it right here. And when it's all over, I still protect you. I'm a man who's so very sincere. Let's get busy, Claire. And before the night is through, just keep your eyes on the card, girl. I'm gonna show you what my body can do. These nipples are yours tonight, Claire. Before the night is through, I'm gonna show you just what my body can do. You see, Claire, let me show you something, girl. Come here. This is my ship of discovery. Come here, girl. I'm gonna take you on a voyage of love. I'm the captain. I got a first mate, a second mate. And if you're feeling up to it, girl, I got a whole pack of mates under the pillow. Speaking of pillows, this one's mine. This one's yours, Claire. Now come with me. Let's just sit on the edge of the bed and rip off all our clothes, Claire. Where we're going, we don't need no clothes. All we need is what we came into the world with. In my case, 10 times bigger, Claire. I think you know what I'm talking about. Just lie back and think of Earl's Court. Your heart is beating just like rolling thunder. I'm gonna rock you right down to the floor. Ooh, you may have seen seven wonders. I show you one you've never seen before, Claire. I won't make you cry. I hit your bullseye. And when I'm done, you won't ask for more. So how was it, Claire? You mean you want more? What, you mean, look, well, I'm sorry, that's all I do, girl. I just roll around on the bed and have a good time on my own, and then it's over. If you want any more than that, I think you're not quite the girl I thought you were. I think you should leave the stage. Give her a big round of applause, y'all. Claire, for being a real good sport. Wait a second, girl. Let me just... There you go. Claire, y'all. You see, girl, sometimes sex isn't everything. Sometimes sex isn't anything. Tonight, sex was a real small thing. So, I'm gonna go into a small, quiet room and get a grip on myself. I think the fellas know what I'm trying to say. My name is Theophilus P. Wild, the Beast. I love you all. Good night, y'all. Good night, that's the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Lenny Henry.
don't wanna leave, but I'm afraid it's the end. I hope you had a real good time. I hope you're still my friend. If you like what you heard, tell everybody you know. And if you didn't, tell them anyway.